Do you think the biggest threat to your app is hackers? Think again. The real danger lies in weak, insecure code opening the door for cyber attacks every single minute. As developers, we have the power to stop these threats before they even start. Want to know how? Let's dive in. Every day, new security vulnerabilities are being discovered, and cyber attacks are on the rise. But as developers, how do we stay ahead? Today, we're going to dive into the basics of security for developers and cover some best practices you can start using right away to protect your applications. Welcome to Security Masterclass, your guide to enhancing your application security knowledge. Let's start with the basics. Security in software development isn't just about protecting your code, it's about safeguarding your users, their data, and maintaining trust. In essence, it's the process of building applications that are resistant to attacks and vulnerabilities. As developers, we're the first line of defense. A single vulnerability in your code could lead to a data breach, impacting not just your app but also your users' sensitive information. Focusing on security from the beginning of the development lifecycle is critical to avoid major risks down the road. Before we dive into best practices, let's quickly talk about some of the most common threats you'll encounter as a developer. Injection attacks like SQL injection, where attackers inject malicious code to access your database. Cross-site scripting, XSS, injecting harmful scripts into web pages that run in users' browsers. Broken authentication, weak login systems that allow unauthorized access. Sensitive data exposure, accidentally exposing sensitive information like passwords, tokens, or personal data. Now, let's talk about some key best practices that can significantly improve the security of your applications. 1. Always validate user input to prevent injection attacks. Ensure you're using proper validation techniques to sanitize incoming data. 2. Use multi-factor authentication, MFA, and enforce strong password policies. This helps ensure that only legitimate users gain access. 3. Always encrypt sensitive data, whether it's in transit or stored. Use secure protocols like TLS to protect data from being intercepted. 4. Regularly update third-party libraries and frameworks. Outdated components are one of the easiest targets for attackers. 5. Implement secure coding practices by using security-focused frameworks that handle tasks like input sanitization and output encoding to prevent XSS. 6. Parameterized queries, also called prepared statements, prevent SQL injection attacks by properly handling user inputs. 7. When handling errors, make sure your application doesn't reveal too much detail about the system. Generic error messages prevent attackers from gathering useful info. 8. Implement secure session cookies with HTTP only, secure, and same-site attributes, and set reasonable expiration times. 9. Regularly review your code and conduct security audits. Automated tools can help, but manual reviews by your team are essential for finding tricky vulnerabilities. 10. Always use SSL, TLS certificates for your web applications and enforce HTTPS connections. This is just the beginning. Each of these security practices will be explored in much greater detail in upcoming videos, where we'll dive deep into real-world examples, code walkthroughs, and solutions you can implement right away. Make sure to subscribe to Security Masterclass channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on future videos. See you in the next video. Until then, keep coding securely. Remember, security isn't a feature, it's a foundation.